you up to?
Just conducting some short interviews with.
Are you an employee or student?
No.
Or, no? Did somebody tell you you can be on the campus doing it, or?
No. So you were walking by, saw the sign, you looked intrigued.
Well, actually, a friend of mine told me about you, and he was like, "Oh, check out the guy by the cafeteria." I was like, "Oh," I was gonna head to lunch, and you're still here, so
Rumors are spreading.
I guess so.
That's awesome, actually. Yeah. So, well, first off, what's your name?
Derek,
Eric. Okay. Pierce, by the way.
nice.
And I'm just talking to people, and usually the first question I've been asking them is, what belief is the most important to them?
Like religious belief, or just kind of belief in general?
Could be anything. It could be a religious belief, but not necessarily.
Well, I guess it's kind of an umbrella belief, but like just kind of creating your own meaning of life. Like I know that there's an old saying, what's the meaning of life? And everyone's been trying to answer it since Greek philosophers or whatever. But I think it's just more about like creating your own meaning, finding your own form of contentment. And whatever way that might be, whether it's through sports, whether it's through the church, whether it's through excelling at school, or just like finding like a good hobby. I think it just kind of works like that. Like I've been doing a bunch of different stuff to create my own meaning. Like I'm involved in theater. I'm a Catholic. I've been valedictorian in my high school, so I'm pretty good with the whole academic business. And I've been pretty content with it. I've been satisfied with what I've done so far.
Okay. Is there any of those three things, academics, religion, and did you say sports was one of them?
I was also on the soccer team.
Soccer team,
So.
okay. Of like those things that you mentioned, is there one that brings more meaning to your life than some of the other ones?
Well, it kind of depends. Like, just like the people that I share those experiences with, those are kind of where I get the meaning from. So, like, my castmates on the play, that's kind of where I cherish like the most of that experience with is who I'm sharing it with, and my teammates on the soccer team, and all the people who congratulated me when I became valedictorian, and like the speech that I gave to them. It's kind of just how I base what my feelings are on these sorts of things is by who I'm sharing it with. So it's kind of hard to say which I prioritize more.
Does it boil down to the feelings?
I think so. Just like how they kind of endure. Like if I have this experience that I look back on fondly because of what I was doing at the time. If it's not something I remember, then it's probably not that significant. But I think it really does boil down to the feelings and how you look back on it, feel about it.
Okay. Interesting. Can someone find a meaning in their life, have a feeling about it, but have that not really be the true meaning? I don't know if that question makes sense.
True meaning. Well, I feel like if you believe it's a meaning, then it's a true meaning because no one else can really tell you what the meaning of your life should be. It's kind of something that has to come from you. I mean, you can listen to other people's advice. Like you can listen to the Bible and you can take that up as your meaning, or you can listen to a bunch of different stuff. But it has to come from you. You have to like reach out with both hands and hold on to it. And if at a certain point you want to let it go and grab something else, you can do that,
Sure.
It's fluctuating.
Okay. Your meaning can change?
Yeah, as you grow up, certain things like back when I was 6 years old, my meaning was probably like eating a bunch of Halloween candy, stuff like that. Little insignificant things in the grand
Sure.
scheme of things. But
But at the time it was
Yeah.
significant to you.
Yeah.
But now it's insignificant because you have a bigger
heightened
picture
sense
the
of
world?
responsibilities and stuff like that.
Okay. Gotcha. Can someone be mistaken about their meaning?
They might have like a certain sense of retrospection where they think that maybe at the time my meaning was misplaced. Like if you have like a phase or whatever where you're like super involved in like drugs and partying or whatever, and then you get clean and you think about it and you realize that was a dark time in my life. I don't want to have to do it, even though at the time it was meaningful, but you grow past it.
Interesting. At the time, like with this person who might be partying all the time, doing drugs, is that really is that their meaning at that time, like in that moment?
I think it's an artificial meaning, but yes, I think they consider it what they are focusing on when it shouldn't be.
How do you differentiate between an artificial meaning and like an actual meaning? Is that the right
I
term?
guess like a actual meaning would be something that like endures. Like even if you move past it, you think back on it fondly, you know? Something that you're not ashamed of, basically. That's kind of how I think about it.
Okay. Like a sense of pride?
Yeah,
Okay.
little
Interesting.
parts that make up who you are, and you think, I'm proud that I did that. I'm proud that that's part of who I am.
How do we ensure that we find these things that we will later be proud of? How do we know which things will be which?
I guess you just kind of have to get involved with everything and just try things out. And if it doesn't work, you can kind of move past it, try something else. Because that's kind of what I did. Back in high school, I did so many different things. And a lot of them I actually really enjoyed and kind of make up part of who I am. And other stuff, I kind of just left.
Well, that was fun, but
Yeah,
not really my thing.
yeah. So just keep trying different things. Don't be afraid to make the leap.
Sure. Okay. Anything I'm missing? Anything I should have asked? Anything you want to talk about other than what we've already spoken about?
No, I think this is a pretty coherent, full picture.
Okay. Any questions for me?
What's got you doing this?
Well, when I first started off, I was really interested in what's called street epistemology. Sometimes the conversations go that route, sometimes they don't, and I'm fine with that. So I'm kind of doing my own thing in a way. But yeah, I really liked how those conversations unrolled with regards to like truth claims that were beliefs, like this is true, this is untrue, right? Stuff like that. And it's got a structure that makes it very easy to have a conversation about very difficult topics.
Yeah.
And I think that's neat. I think we as a country and probably as a world could use more of that.
Yeah. This is a really pleasant environment. You know, it's outside, got the light breeze going, the sun's out, leaves
Leaves
just
are
kinda,
falling.
yeah,
Yeah, it's
it's
nice.
nice.
I like the environment here. It's very nice. I like the buildings back there too. Like that building is really beautiful. I really like that. It's a nice looking building.
Yeah.
Looks old. I think the sign said that it was like dedicated in 1866 or something.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. Really cool.
All
All
right.
right. That's about all I got for you, Derek. Let
Thank
me
you.
grab a card for you. I'll shake your hand. Grab a card. There you are. That's where you can find
All right.
my channel, all the conversations I've had.
Thank you.
Yep. You're welcome.
Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
What you up to?
Just conducting some short interviews with.
Are you an employee or a student?
No.
Or, no. Did somebody tell you you can be on the campus doing it, or
No.
you can, but you got to be on public sidewalk.
Oh, okay. I take it this isn't
There's
a
a
public
couple.
sidewalk?
No.
Okay.
With the public sidewalk would be
Attached to the road?
Yep, attached to the road. We own the road like over there and over there.
Okay.
Probably the best place as far as people walking by would be right out.
Right up front?
That's there.
Right by the street?
Yep.
Okay.
right.
Yeah, I'll move out
So
over
fair?
there then. Yeah, that's
All right.
totally fair.
Thank you.
Thank you for the information.
Yeah.